Hi guys, R2-D2 here, back on the Star Wars The Black Series action figure review. Today taking a look at the new R2-D2, which may not at the surface look like a super exciting release, but it actually is pretty cool because it is a new sculpt head to toe. He has been scaled up or sized up a bit to be more in scale with the other figures in the line, as the old figure was underscaled, and they've done some pretty cool stuff with this figure. So yeah, let's just take a look. And I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. I think he looks really nice. The paint and the sculpting all looks really good. I really love the silver paint on the head. I think that looks really nice. And all the blues look cool. He's got the red and some different black and other color details for his different sensors and eyes and whatnot. That I think looks really nice. And then you've got more blue detailing on the sides with some kind of bronzish coloring for the wires on the feet there, and just various silver and blue paint to give him some nice detail. If one wanted to, there is actually a fair amount of opportunity here for panel lining on this figure. It would have been nice if Hasbro did it themselves, but if you were so inclined, I think if you could panel line this guy up, he might look even better. I don't know if I'll bother doing that or not, but it definitely wouldn't be that hard. Not a whole lot to say though, because he's just a small guy, and you can kind of see just all the details. I don't need to point everything out for you, but it looks really nice. They did a pretty good job. Articulation wise, you can rotate his head, which is good, and the head isn't attached to deploying his third leg, so it actually just can be articulated freely, which is really nice. And then you can rotate his legs forward and back, and then hinge his feet forward and back as well, which is all the expected articulation I'd ever expect from R2, so that's good. And then in terms of accessories and different features, he actually comes with a fair amount of stuff and has a few nice little gimmicks. I guess first, third leg, he does have it down here. You do just pull it out. Unfortunately, it is pretty tough to do with just your fingers. The one thing I'll give the rotating the head to get it out credit for is that it was easy to just deploy the leg. This one, I pretty much have to take like a tool or something to pull out because I can't do it. You'd have to have some fingernails, pretty long fingernails to be able to get in there. And even with the tool, it can be kind of a pain. But you can slide it out, hinge the foot, and then you can angle his feet. And then you have him rolling around, so that's really nice. He has no wheels, they're just sculpted, but yeah, that looks good. Another thing you can do, which I actually forgot to do, I would have taken them all out, but you can actually extend his head like so, and you actually have storage for every single accessory he comes with inside of him. That's a super cool feature. And when I first got this figure, I pulled it out, and I had no idea he could even do this because I didn't really watch any reviews on this figure before I got it myself. And I was like, I had no idea why you'd ever want to do this. Well, this is why. You can store the accessories in here, so that's really nice. Also, I guess it's technically a thing he does it in universe when he's in the Naboo Starfighter. His head extends up to be able to poke out. I guess I saw a cross section where that was a thing. But yeah, he comes with all his little accessories. So he comes with the little, they just clip into the little slots there. So he comes with the thing he sticks into the holes in the wall to open doors and stuff. And he has two hatches on his front side here to be able to port those in, which again is kind of annoying to get these open, I'm not gonna lie. Again, I got to kind of take a tool to do it, but you can open both of them up. I'm just gonna open up the one, and there's 3 holes on each. I can't remember if they're on the same spots on the side as well. I guess I am gonna open it. I can't remember if I can. It is kind of a pain, I'm not gonna lie. You kind of have to push down on the opposite side to get some, give yourself a little bit of space. Yeah, they're all aligned the same way, but there's 3 holes on each side where these open up, and you can just port these really. I don't know where the accurate spot is for it, but you can just port them basically wherever you want to port them. So port that there. On this side, he has, I assume it's like a welder. I assume like it looks like a blaster, but I assume it's a welder because I don't remember him ever having a deployable gun or anything. So you can port that in wherever you want. He has this little thing, which might be the his shocker, his little shocker tool thing. I can't remember. It's been a little while. Import that in. He has his little grabber when that uses this to grab the light or whatever, and he's fighting with Yoda on Dagobah. He might have used it in other times too. I don't remember, but he's got that. And then you get two pieces that can go on top of his head. So we'll close that up, and then I will get this little radar dish thing, and you have two spots on the head where you can actually pry off the top panels, and they're actually pretty well hidden because at the first glance I couldn't remember which ones they were. There's two spots where you can pull that off, and that gives you a hole. You put that on his head, so you have that. And then you also get his little extending camera eye thing that he has when he's underwater or under the sand or whatever. And there's also some nice painted and sculpted detail for all these little accessories, really. So yeah, that's all the accessories. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different little option tools to put on them. So that's pretty cool. And you can slide that down. Another little feature that I forgot to mention is you can actually open up these front panels. Again, it is not an easy feat to do. There we go. You can open that one up, and then this one I'm going to try my hardest. There we go. So you can also open up these front panels as well. I don't know what function they serve. I just remember these kind of open up when he was like overloaded and whatnot. But yeah, you can do that too. So that's pretty cool. They've got all these little gimmicks and features and ways to use accessories. Very nice. Put his little panel back on his head there. So I guess lastly is just comparisons. That's kind of important because that was definitely one of the biggest reasons for this figure, I would say. But of course, you have to have a 3PO. Here he is, a 3PO. This is the old A New Hope one they did. This one's like the first 3PO they did that didn't even have elbow joints, but they look pretty good together. Here he is with a Luke, which I think they look good together as well. That's the Archive X-Wing pilot Luke. And then here he is with the old R2-D2 figure, and as you can see, it's quite the leap in size, and I think also just color-wise, paint-wise, and definitely accessory and feature-wise, it's just a much better figure. This is the only version of this old mold I have. I never bothered getting any of the others. And it was an okay figure, but this one even just is heftier and everything. This one just blows it out of the water. I'll probably still keep this one because it'll still look fine with the Dagobah, Luke, and Yoda. But yeah, new one's the way to go. So that is pretty much it. Overall, I think this is a really good figure. Honestly, I think it's a must-have if you collect Black Series. Honestly, he's an extremely important and iconic character from the franchise across all movies, and he's a definite upgrade. If you have any of the old figures, it's a definite upgrade. And then if you don't have an R2 yet, well, good, you get to have a way better figure instead of trying to track down one of the terrible ones. So yeah, definite recommend from me. It's a great upgrade from the old figure. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. May the Force be with you.